What's going on, guys? I want to respond to this article that I came across from the Griot a few days ago. It's about why do women like ChloeBailey and Lizzo really piss y'all off so much? And also, I want to speak about ChloeBailey and how I feel like she's going down the path that a lot of other women have went through, but not a lot of them had that much success. Maybe in that moment they do. But when you go to the levels of getting on stages and twerking and doing whatever, licking microphones, even though she denies it, even though we all saw it, I'm talking about ChloeBailey. How much farther are you gonna go? Sometimes you have to leave things to the imagination. The one thing that Beyonce always did, and more of these female artists should follow that route, Beyonce was always tastefully slorish. And what I mean is that she'll wear certain outfits, certain dances, right? But she wouldn't go that far. But the problem is too many of these women are going further because it's almost as if they're trying to make up for lost time. It's as if these women were frustrated. And I feel that's the case with ChloeBailey. I think ChloeBailey is the type of person that is trying to make up for all the time she wanted to do what she's doing now. And listen, she can do whatever she wants to do. She's an adult. But once you go down this road, there's no going back. Okay, you can't blame men. You can't blame YouTube videos as to why your personal life is just not in the right place. When you're going out seeking that type of attention that she's trying to get to, or what type of audience. I don't know what type of audience there is for women that is doing what she's doing. But I guess there is an audience on, but why would you want that audience? It's just like women who go out of their way to seek attention on social media. Why would you want that type of attention from men? Why would you want a bunch of thirsty men following you on social media, commenting on your posts, saying cringe-like things? Why would you want that? And you got to understand that it comes from the insecurities that these women have. Like ChloeBailey has a lot of insecurities that she has dealt with, especially with her body, right? But now she feels like she physically is attractive to men and she wants that to be portrayed. But when men, for the most part, reject that, they don't like that. You see, females like ChloeBailey and Lizzo, they don't like when men say, you know what, I'm not feeling that. They expect men to like them because they're being slory, right? You see, you got to understand this society that we're in, they want to slorify women. That's why on my Patreon series, I've done at least 3 or 4 of them as of now. The Slorification of America is real, people. The Slorification is real, and we're going to get into it. This weekend, the force of nature known as ChloeBailey snatched the wigs off everyone with Wi-Fi via her first performance of her debut single, Have Mercy, during the 2021 MTV Video Music Awards. Mind you, this was just days after she recovered from her debut of the song's video, which had us equally in shambles. It's clear as day that Sunday evening we all watched a star being birthed right before our eyes for the entire mainstream, i.e. white media, to see and discover as their new it girl, despite the fact that most black people who listen to the popular music have been aware of her for years. So what is this about, getting Caucasian attention? Is that what this is all about? You don't think they've known of her? Right? Listen, man. They want to build slorified women in the entertainment industry that don't rely on their talent. They rely on music videos where they're twerking and dancing. They rely on shock value. But how much is shock value gonna work? I mean, shock value has been a part of music for a long time, right? But it was done in a very creative way. You see, shock value nowadays is Lizzo twerking in front of a group of people, getting water sprayed on her at a pool, right? ChloeBailey making challenges or doing videos where, just it's all about the body. It's not really about the talent. That's why people don't really care for a lot of these new artists. There's no substance there. There's no creativity. You're following a script. Continuing. And this should have been a good thing, right? Anytime a black woman finally gets her flowers, we should all be rejoicing that one of our own who worked twice as hard is finally getting her overdue half as much. However, I can't help knowing that Chloe strutted her hot pink clad melanated body across that glossy VMA stage. Instead of being ecstatic, some of you were still rolling your eyes and calling her desperate for attention, despite the fact that her job as an entertainer is literally to get our attention. No, wrong. Her job as an entertainer is to make interesting music. Is to be entertaining. Twerking is not entertaining. Dancing and being as attention as seeking, desperately seeking. Matter of fact, let's put this photo up here. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, people. I can't even show you most of this photo. This is what, when people listen to ChloeBailey, this is all they see. This is all they see. They're not hearing the talent. They're just seeing just another female using her body to get people to notice her instead of the talent. That's why certain artists will last longer than others. That's why certain artists will only be a niche, and she's going to become a niche because there are going to be people who aren't interested in this. They're not interested in her twerking and licking mics on stage. They're not interested in that. That doesn't mean they're a hater. That's just not their taste in music. And if we're keeping it real here, we all know the reason why Little Miss has so many vocal haters determined to chin check her as she makes her ascension. Chin check her. I just think people are being real with Chloe, and they're telling her, "Listen, you're going to become a niche." Let me get back to the whole Future thing real quick. There was a rumor that she was hooking up with Future. They had met in the studio a couple months back, and they may be seeing each other, right? This would never be a conversation if she was not presenting herself as the type of woman that Future would get with. You got to understand that. Or any of these other rappers. She's presenting herself as just another Instagram model with a mic. I'm not saying that she doesn't have talent, but the point is to get people to listen to the music and your creativity. We are supposed to be in a society that says that women should not be treated as a piece of meat, right? But you treat ChloeBailey like a piece of meat. And then when people say, you know what, I think that she should show a little bit more respect towards herself, y'all get upset. Why are you upset? Because people are literally doing what you want us in society to do, and that is respect women. Don't treat them like a piece of meat. Look at the changes they made to Space Jam to the quote unquote female character because they didn't want to slorify the character. But it's okay for ChloeBailey to hop on the MTV Music Awards stage, dancing and gyrating, doing whatever, and licking mics in a manner that is, not for TV. That's okay, right? But you want men to respect women. I'm sorry. When women do the things that ChloeBailey is doing, that a Lizzo is doing, they're not going to get that respect if they're doing that. But there are going to be people that want them to be respected, and they're not going to want to support the direction that they're going into. If you have talent, that talent should speak for itself. Every woman shouldn't have to go the Cardi B or the Meg Thee Stallion route in order to make music for people to enjoy, right? Why do all of these melanated women going this direction and nobody want to say anything? They want to see, oh, you're just hating. Well, they're public figures. Continuing. As a matter of fact, as opposed to opinion, black women's talent, style, aesthetics, and intellectual property makes the media world go around. But God forbid if one of us actually has the nerve to pull a "she thinks she cute," even as you pick at the same cuteness and use it as a secret sauce to make everything else more marketable. You don't see Caucasian artists. I'm sorry. I hate to pull the race card. I have to pull it. You don't see Caucasian female artists going this route. Some do, some. But there are others that you know of, they don't go this route. You may see them they may do a music video here or there where they'll go there, but they're not going to be using their bodies to sell most of themselves as far as an artist. But melanated women have to do that. You don't question that. You don't care how that is perceived. You just think that we just trying to keep black women from being slores. Listen, I want black women to be who they want to be. If they want to be slores, be as much of a slore as you want to be. I'm not here to stop you. I'm not here to stop you from that route, but we cannot act like she did not come from a PG-13, sister group, that, made music for everybody and it was just wholesome. So we supposed to forget this? I could see if she came out the gate doing this, but that's not where she started. This is her, I guess, being more of who she is. And if that is who she is, that's sad. I don't see a good relationship in her future at all. What Chloe's going through is honestly no different from the very same backlash that our other good sis Lizzo receives. And before you say, Blue, in what world do Chloe and Lizzo have anything in common? I need you to hear me out and step away from being distracted by surface level optics. While Lizzo is a plus size woman in her 30s and Chloe is a plump bootied, oh my God, young lady in her 20s, these two women are equally bogged down by the loose double whammy of misogyny and race. Aww. Look at all the black female artists that came before them. Were they bogged down by misogyny and race? In pop culture, female entertainers are meant to be objects of desire, and the key word here is object. They have to look perfect, perform perfectly, and damn near be perfect, so that the male gaze can admire them without feeling threatened, and female fans can feel inadequate enough to idolize them and buy their products. Well, that's never gonna happen. Let me tell you something. Being thirsty for a woman doesn't equate to anything unless it's OnlyFans. If she had an OnlyFans, she'd probably do great, but she doesn't. She's trying to sell music, and men are not gonna buy that music unless those men think they are women. Okay, so we're talking music. We're not talking OnlyFans. She does not have a PayPal up. She's trying to sell music. Who is she selling music to? She's selling it to young girls. She's selling it to adult women, melanated women, Caucasian women, Asian women. Who is she selling? Who is her audience? Where is her audience? The media is trying to force feed you their media created artists. The MTV Video Music Awards was full of media creations that they're running to the black blogs to defend them. That's why the griot is making articles like this, because it's their job to run interference for the media creations that is ChloeBailey, Lizzo, Lil Nas X. They're all media creations, all of them. The media is hyping them up. Why haven't we seen ChloeBailey perform in front of a concert, do a live performance? Other artists are doing it. Why hasn't Lil Nas X done it? Why Lizzo ain't performing? I'm not going to say they don't have people that's going to see them, but man, they're not going to have stadiums full of people there to see them. That's just not going to happen. These are social media created artists. And listen, I have nothing against Chloe at all. I don't have nothing against Lizzo, none of these people. But they are media creations. They're running to the black blogs to defend them. And they're trying to run interference. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to run interference. Listen, I'll leave a link to this trash article in the description box. Let me not call it trash. People work hard on these articles. But you can go and check it out. This is a lot is written in here. It's going to piss you off when you read it. They really think that people are trying to stop these females from winning when they're really self-sabotaging themselves.